Europe. He has worked as senior lecturer at Ikkai University in Tripura, India, and as a research consultant in the Coal India project at Industrial Engineering and Management, IIT Kharagpur. He has also served as the project coordinator of the Telecommunication Convergence Switch project under the Indo-US Joint Initiative. In addition, Dr. Chakraborty has worked as a network engineer in system administration at MISPL India. His main research interests include Internet of Medical Things, AI/ML, communication and computing, telemedicine, mobile health, e-health, medical imaging. Dr. Chakraborty has a strong publication record with over 200 articles in peer-reviewed international journals, conferences, and book chapters. He has also authored 25 plus books and obtained 6 plus patents. He has edited 20 plus special issues in the field. His research contributions have been widely recognized with a notable metrics such as Google H index of 42, an I-10 index of 123, a Scopus H index of 35, and an ISI WOS H index of 26. In addition to his research work, Dr. Chakraborty is actively involved in academic community. He serves as an editorial board member for various journals and conferences and holds position as an associate editor for IEEE Indonesian Journal of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, Journal of Biomedical and Biological Sciences, Springer BMC Bioinformatics, and the list is too long. He is also lead book series editor of CRC, Advances in Smart Healthcare Technologies. He has also conducted sessions and served as general chair for international conferences. Dr. Chakraborty has received several awards and recognitions for his excellence in research and teaching. He has been honored with Best Session Runner-Up Award, Young Research Excellence Award, Global Peer Review Award, and Young Faculty Award. His contributions have also been recognized with Outstanding Researcher Award and Outstanding Paper in 2022 Emerald Literary Awards. He has secured a top 2% position among global scientists in artificial intelligence and image processing by Stanford University in both 2021 to 2023. He has also received a Mary Skłodska Curie Actions Europe Fellowship Grant Horizon 2023 and has been nominated as Prominent Young Researcher. At the National Frontiers of Engineering Symposium, National Academy of Engineering, served Government of India. Additionally, he has achieved rank 1 among 500 authors at Birla Institute of Technology, Mesra, in Skywell Elsevier, published by Scopus.com in 2023. Dr. Chakraborty is a member of ACM and senior member of IEEE, showcasing his professional affiliations and his commitment to the field of computer science and engineering. So we are really glad to have you here. And today, I think my students are definitely going to benefit, take benefit of your added value. So today, Sir is amongst us and he will be speaking on intelligence of things for smart society, challenges and its applications. Sir, over to you.
Very good evening, Dr. Neha, and I am very much thankful for inviting me in this event, and especially thanks to you and your organizer of Google Developer Student groups, and so many things you have just informed. But finally, I am saying I am a student, I am a learner. So apart from this is the first event. So I believe means present and future actually. So that's why thank you very much for your kind introduction. And now can I share the PPT actually?
Yes, sir. I'll just stop presenting.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Full screen.
It's not full screen.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir, it is visible. But it is not full screen. It's the first slide.
No, this is the introductory slide. Is
Yeah.
it okay?
No, it's not the introductory slide, it's the first one.
This one, second.
No, sir, it's not visible. I think you've shared the window. You need to share the entire screen. Probably then I think it will be visible.
Okay.
Not yet, sir.
Is it okay?
Let's check it. No, sir, it is only the first page which is visible.
Next, second page.
No, it is not. Yeah, now it is. Outline of presentation.
Front page.
Sir, I mean, like I can see the outline of presentation. I'll just show you what is visible to me. I'll just share a screenshot.
Is it okay?
Sir, it is not in the full screen mode.
Is it okay?
Sir, it is still the same. I've shared one screenshot with you. Yeah, now it is visible, sir. It was visible earlier. Yes, it is visible now.
Is it okay?
Sir, it was visible earlier.
This one?
No, this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
This one, second slide.
yeah.
Okay. So today means we're going to discuss the intelligence of things for smart society challenges and applications. And I know that all of you, this is the beginners, or you people are doing some sort of works related to these dimensions. So today's lecture basically will will be focusing the basics and the research stage, that is how to implement this kind of intelligent systems for different kind of applications. So here the outline of presentations. First, we would like to discuss the Internet of Things and Internet of Things for the security aspect and as well as the communication systems, applications, and summary. This is the short put trail, that is I have published few books. These are screenshots of there, and this is the journey, some editorial works I have been doing last few years. And first of all, this is the Gardner chart, and this is the recent technological growth. In this regard, you can see the several number of technology. Nowadays, all of you are aware about the technology-driven society. So we have started from cybersecurity mesh architecture to the beyond cloud data ecosystems. So in between, you see that is a data analytics and open telemetry and AI, and you have already familiar the explainable AI, generative AI, as well as your Web3 foundation model. So that's why if you can follow the Gardner chart, and here expectations versus time have been plotted, and this graph shows that how technology improves from year to year. And in 2023, here you see that is a technology slightly modified. And previously we used some security aspect, and nowadays we are talking about the cyber physical systems and blockchain, as well as your anomaly detections for different sectors. Decision intelligence is the big things. When we will do something in the respective domains under belonging the society, you need to take the proper decision. This is the main part. And here, the graph analytics in finance and data literacy and augmented data quality is also be there. So you can see the expectation versus time, so how graph can be changed according to our expectation level. And according to the, I can say, the sensor and actuator embedded in physical objects are linked through wired and wireless networks. Wired and wireless networks, that means this is the heterogeneous networks. And these often using the same IP protocol. And I am coming to the next slide, and I will discuss that what is the role of this kind of networks. So IoT means, that is the Internet of Things. So things mean this is the objects. So we are acquiring the several number of data from the multiple number of objects. But data pattern is different. So that's why this is the complex architecture. So various components interact with each other. That means this is the peer-to-peer service, you can say, and to enable the different solutions for the end users. In 1999, an IoT first coined by the Kevin Aston initially promoted the RFID technology. 2010, IoT didn't accelerate. After 1 year later, Gartner introduced the hype cycle for emerging technology for IoT. 2013 IoT means around 8.9 trillion market covered in that time as per the International Data Consortium report. Then finally you see in 2019, and 5G networks enhanced the overall deployment for Industry 4.0, as well as your augmented means AR, VR, and other autonomous systems like cars, vehicles, as well as your artificial intelligence and machine learning and Internet of Things. So that's why communication like 5G plays a big role for enhancing the smart society development. And 2030, you will see that is IoT would enable $5.5 trillion to $12.6 trillion in value globally. And you can, and definitely you will see that is in 2036, this is the time for purely the data analytics. So massive data. Nowadays in 2020 to 2036, these 16 years, we are playing with the data. So this is the right time for how to manipulate the data and how to use in a superior way. So that's why this is our main objectives. The concept of means your Internet of Things versus Internet of Everything and machine to machine and others. And you could see this curve that is a reach versus scope because of that as per our expectation. And now but as per your requirement, you need to select the which one is more superior. Clear? So Internet of Everything, that means bringing together people, process, data, and things, means object to make network connections more relevant and valuable than ever before. It consists of several number of technologies like a web of things and internet, Internet of Things, that is the physical objects are linked through the wired and wireless networks. That means this is the heterogeneous networks. Okay. And industrial internet as well as your machine to machine communication systems. And nowadays people are talking about industry 4.0 and health 4.0 or farming 4.0, this kind of terms because of the due to the intelligence of the systems. And technology roadmap in the Internet of Things, and here one side is your technology reach, another one is the time, and you see that 2000 to 2020 onwards, we have started from RFID tags in 1990 time, in that time, and through this technology is processed through the surveillance and security, that means the vertical market applications. After that, your ambiguous positioning, and then your physical world web operations. Nowadays, people are talking about the cyber physical systems. Okay, and how to map to the physical world to the virtual world. So through this journey, this is the technological roadmap and that governed by the Internet of Things. And you see the Bentham chart, and here that is how the massive number of sectors, the large number of sectors like IT and networks, security and public safety, retail, transportation, industrial, health and life science, consumer, and home, energy, buildings. So these are the major important sectors in means nowadays, and people are working on different sectors and try to improve. They are trying to continuously. They have been doing some innovative work. So lots of innovation are coming. Lots of innovation is done by a group of researchers. So our objective is that how to provide the better solution to the population with low cost and portable solution with less complexity. So where are we? The learning means your massive impact of life, business, and global economy. And there will be the massive influx of the data and from the connected devices and raw and unstructured data, unpredictable data. So that's why our target is that is how to extract or how to isolate this kind of data pattern. Next challenge to the IT system to manage the massive data. Yes. So that's why just we have discussed that is up to 2036, this time purely based on the data analytics for each and every field. So need innovation in the sensor technology, and several number of sensors are there. We are extracting the data, and through the massive number of sensors, like your body area, if you consider the body area sensor networks, you can consider means the industrial sensors. So our objective is that is how to acquire the better data, but good means volume of data with high performance in the cloud computing. And the previous and yesterday network says that, and when we are processing the data directly client to the servers, And nowadays people are working on the how to process the data from cloud, means your client to direct cloud, client to cloud, not server. Because of that, some space is a major issue in this case. So that's why, in the help of the most recent analytical tools, they are helping and trying to build up the different kind of model. And security, means when you are transmitting the data from source to destination end, and in between this, your how to protect your data. So that's why these are the techniques of the trust, identity, privacy, protection, safety, and security. So using these terms, by using this technology, you can apply in the different kind of encryption and decryption algorithm. And finally, that is you can give, or you can get the better result. That means you are transmitting the secure data. That means you secure data processing, secure data communication from source to end. Clear? Security architecture for means of smart societies, and here that is a see, this is the one block diagram is there. Suppose here different sectors are associated with this. One is the medical, traffic, travel, safety, and means your emergency saving, government, and food safety, community. So these are the applications zone, and in between this is the main network front end model, and here you see the physical and environmental security, system security, network security, data application security. These are the stages. And then the last part, you see the KDC center is there, key distribution center, like your security management center, key management center, identity management centers. And the right hand side, you see the different layering structure. Means sensoring layer security, communication layer security, data layer security, and application layer security. So each and every layer playing a big role for protecting, for transmitting the protected data. IoT security issues in healthcare. Basically, healthcare is the one of the major issues, or major area of research and under smart healthcare. And here, your requirements, you need to find out the requirements. Then you need to find out the major challenges and what is the number of attacks are available. What are the attacks? What type of attack? How to attack? How to prevent advisory risks and consequences. So these are the services are there. So research issues mainly you need to find out that is what kind of problem you have faced during the journey from source to destination and using the secured data, processing the secured data. And blockchain, this is another technology. Blockchain means your previously you were sending the data from source to destination, and in between the multiple number of gateways are there. Okay, but blockchain, each and every gateway having a one unique security mechanism. So that's why each and every step they are checking any errors are there, yes or no. No, then forward to the next node. So automatically, end of the day, you are getting the better response when you are considering the blockchain IoT security systems. And here, strength mainly the cost efficiency and speedy access of the medical data and autonomous temper of the proof information sharing. A major weakness is that the less number of software and system vendors are available and lack of storage capacity. And you see the opportunities are there. Opportunity means lower fraud risks in the medical supply chain. Beneficiaries get more control over the data. Potential startups and ports partnership in healthcare. Anonymity of the data will help the medical research. And as well as some threats are there, like your hesitant social adoption security means technology not standardized and cultural and trust concern to adapt the blockchain for sensitive data and interoperability issues. IoT is the different application zones are there. That is a Internet of Things. That is one is the home, and that is your smart home concept is there. In home, that is a consist of several number of electronic gadgets, and how to map with the IoT. This is the one challenge. In the transport sectors, they've been using means IoT technology for gathering, monitoring, and processing the data. Another one is the community structure, then your national structure, industrialist, policymaker, and definitely your doctors, practitioners. So many people are there. So finally, you can say that is a sensing, analytics, and visualization tool. This is equal to the Internet of Things. anytime, anything, anywhere can possible. So this is the one of the other example, means one of the major sectors under belongs under the smart society concept, that is the Internet of Medical Things. Internet of Things in healthcare, you can say, no problem. So here, in that case, you are extracting the data from the patient body, like you can consider a WBAN, wireless body area sensor networks, having a several number of sensors are there. You can extract the data from the body and you can process it through the cloud-based IoT systems. So IoT increases the human machine interaction and which enhance the real-time health monitoring and patient engagement in decision-making systems. So each and every step from source to destination end, you need to take the proper decision. IoT means the connected devices that sense the vital data and it process through the different modes. Different means two type of modes. One is your stored and forward approach. Another one is the real-time approach. Okay. So this is the modes of communications. And IoT medical devices are equipped with the Wi-Fi from the communication systems. Wi-Fi you are already familiar. An example means your remote patient monitoring, tracking patient records and location, and collect data from the patient wearable devices. So this is the main application zone of the Internet of Medical Things. IoT technology uses IoT for medical and health objectives and use the artificial intelligence and machine learning models and digitizing the healthcare systems and integrating the available healthcare resource and services. It enhances the framework of the patient-centric smart healthcare systems and it provides in the remote monitoring. So many people are there in the rural area and how to extract the information from this kind of patients and how to process, or how to provide the better treatment modalities from the better hospital care. So it provides the rapid emergency and communicate with the medical professionals all around the world for getting the better treatment. And as well as you need to decrease the expenses. Okay. So the future means your future perspective still in the nascent stage of development. It enhance the personal efficiency. So you need to increase the efficiency of the model. You need to take the data-driven or model-driven solution for taking the proper decision-making. You need automation in healthcare monitoring is required and authenticate how to protect the data. What kind of data? Electronic health record data, EHR, or medical health record data. So it improves the medical, means your healthcare monitoring and treatment outcomes. And recent development in sensor networks and cloud storage, computing, mobility, the big data, analytics, this model, but this sector is associated with the IMT model. On the other hand, in the communication systems, and you have already familiar with the communication, and here two types of communication, like one is the long range communication, another one is the short range communication. So you know the LAN, local area networks, short range communication systems. MAN means your metropolitan area networks. It covers the means the city-based data. Another one is the wide area networks. So that's why in .3 technology, age associate .3 means IEEE 802.3 technology is mapped to the IEEE 802.11. 11 means this is the WLAN. So that's why the WLAN playing a big role in the help of the Ethernet, you know. And in the architectural point of view, I'm not going to discuss in details because of that it having the two parts. One is your ad hoc networking, another one is your infrastructure-based network, another one is the infrastructure-less network. Last point is C, that is .15 family, IEEE 802.15.1, this is the Bluetooth, IEEE 15.3, that means this is the ultra wideband, IEEE 802.15.4, that means your Zigbee, and next to means your Vibro. So many short range communication technologies are there that belonging under the passive area networks, or you can say the personal area networks. So WPAN, the standard is IEEE 802.11 and IEEE 802. And WPAN, the standard is IEEE 802.15 and IEEE 802.11, which is the Wi-Fi wireless fidelity. Okay. And long range communication, you are already familiar now. Your playing with the 5G and beyond. In 1971, that is started the first generation cellular structure in the help of the advanced mobile phone systems. After that, in 1982 to 1988, and this is the time for the global system for mobile, group special mobile to global system for mobile. It provides means around to beyond me 144 kbps means 2.5G technology. Next year 3G means 1990s in the time that means basically for the multimedia. 2003 onwards, this is the time for the third generation cellular structure. It provides the 384 kbps data for video conferencing and audio conferencing. And 2010, this is the 4G LTE system long-term evolution. And nowadays, that is how to process the data and over the short distance with high speed. That means 5G is the better technologies. IoT hyper-connected communication system. Here, see that is your several objects are there, and you are acquiring the data from the several number of objects and process to the cloud. And in between, your fog nodes are there. Fog node means the secured node. So each and every sector that is you can when you are passing when data are passes from object to the cloud. So these are the gateway kind of things. That means your fog node. Fog node means this is much secure and much efficient node. Okay. And right hand side you see this is means your RF radio frequency communication system. Here means your WSN is there. Several number of gateways are involved. And as well as your medical application, and so many applications are there. There is connected to the IoT systems and via API. That means one interface is required because without the interface you can't process the data. And in this structure, you see that is the first study means your Internet of Things. See the big sector, and within this intelligent environment, smart space. That means intelligent environment and smart space. So means how to apply means AI based algorithm as per your model. Model is not a constant. As per your requirement, you need to design your own model. You need to apply your algorithm, and then you need to compare with the existing systems, and finally you can propose it. After that, your cyber physical systems, you see there is a medical devices systems are there, and intelligent manufacturing line, and then your network and embedded systems. So nowadays people are working on means you're in different sectors, specifically for the IoT embeddings, you can say. Okay, for that is a low cost and smart device and lightweight also. Okay, some data processing point of view, you see that is according to Nicholas in MIT Media Lab. So here, when we talk about the Internet of Things, and it's not just putting the RFID tags on some dumb things, and so smart people know that is where the dumb thing is. This is very interesting. So it's about the embeddings into layers, and so things become smarter and do more than they were proposed to do. So here different kind of tools are available, like in AWS, IoT model. So it supports the HTTP. HTTP, this is a hypertext transfer protocol, and MQTT and WebSockets. So that's why the different number of tools, different types of tools are there, and using any of the tool you can try to implement the data for processing case. And one thing in the data communication probably you have studied, that is one side is the client, another side is the server. So in that case, client generates the request message to the server, and after getting the acknowledge message by the client, so server sending the acknowledgement message. So after getting the green signal like acknowledgement, and then client sending the message. If you receive the red signal like a negative acknowledgement, so that's why the server asking that please resend the request again. After getting the request, and then you can send the data. Okay. So that's why the MQTT protocol is mainly used like a light on-off scenario. So here request response like read and publish the data. Okay. So MQTT is a standards-based messaging protocol, and or means set of rules, and that used to machine communication, smart sensors, wearables, and IoT devices. and typically have to transmit and receive data over a resource constrained network with limited bandwidth. So because of that, you know the bandwidth formula. If you apply the Shannon theorem, so your capacity equal to bandwidth into means one means log of SNR. Okay. So your capacity over bandwidth, that
Yeah.
means your bandwidth efficiency of the systems.
Correct.
Second means your the WebSocket, and WebSocket API is an advanced technology, and that makes it possible to open a two-way interactive communication system. That means this is the full duplex model. Okay, so here you see that you are sending the browser and server interaction model in the help of the WebSocket, and you can process the data. And IoT communication mainly having three or four parts. Like one is the device to device communication, like your Zigbee, Bluetooth means your dot 15 family can be involved in this case. Another one is the first device to device communication. Another one the device to gateway model. After that, your device to cloud communication and backend data sharing model. So that's why in this case, number of things are there. Things means an object means a sensor. You are acquiring the data, and step by step you are processing through the different kind of networks, different kind of gateway. Okay, so that means this is the IoT communication technology. Just keep in mind that is it having the four section. One is your device to device communication, another one is device to gateway model, another one device to cloud communication and backend data sharing model. Your in the OSISO structure you have already familiar. It consists of the physical means your consist of 7 layer. Like your lower layer means your physical layer. Physical layer main purpose is that is transmitting the bits. So a set of bits means this is the frame. A set of frame means this is the packet. A set of packets means this is the segment. So in the physical layer architecture mainly transmitting the bits from client to server end. Like you can say hub, repeater, this is the example. And data link layer that means transmitting the frames from source to destination end. What is the example of the data link layer? Switch and bridge. Clear? And it consists of two major part. One is the upper layer of the DLC, like a logical link control. And this is IEEE 802.1. And sorry, IEEE 802.2 actually. And second means your data processing means your network layer. Network layer means the third layer of the OSISO structure, and this is the means your router, and upper layer segmentation layer means your transport layer. It consists of two parts. One is the transmission control protocol and user datagram protocol. So IoT layering structure, it mainly consists of the four layer. One is the sensing layer. Because of that, we are extracting the information from the sensor. So in the physical layer, but this lower layer, you can say that sensing layer. After that, your process layer means the process layer means how to process the data. So that's why your network layer plays a big role in this case, because of the router is there and access point addresses are there. And in the help of the different topologies, IoT architecture, and hybrid computer grids and security and privacy issues are involved in this case. And upper layer means data processing layer. So data processing layer means data-driven approach, like data ontology, knowledge-based solution, and modeling the semantic reasoning, and machine learning and knowledge reasoning. These kind of things are there. And upper layer, you have already familiar the different kind of applications you are using this kind of technology. So this is the IoT layer concept. And last, see that is one is security and management. That is infrastructure means different kind of infrastructure under the smart society, road, train, bus, buildings and parks. Acquisition means sensor, camera, GPS, meters and smartphones. And interaction is required using the short range communication technology. Integration is required, integrate with the different kind of heterogeneous networks. Okay. And analytical point of view, you can apply the machine learning, means so deep learning approach for getting the predictive results. So prediction means the prediction is better, prediction and predictive analytical point of view in the help in the area of the data mining and other sectors also. And different apps and software like ASDN and means service discovery network, and service means oriented architecture, collaboration, different kind of apps. And this data can be stored by the cloud architecture. And service sectors means energy, entertainment, health, education, transportation, and water. This is the one example I'm saying, that is a here, see, that is a, the man is there in body, just in some marks, that means the sensors are there, that means this is the body area, body on body area sensor networks, several number of sensors are associated with this body, and we are extracting the data from the sensor and processed through the coordinator to the fog node. Fog node, why we is considering, because of that force coding the data with higher efficiency, and this data can be processed through the cloud. And here some, then actually one part in the left hand side, the data acquisition, middle part data processing, and right hand part data analytics and data visualization. So augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality. So in the help of these, you can how to visualize the data in the superior way. So nowadays people are working the Python actually for data visualizability is better, but you can use the any other tools also. But here the classification model means your classification, data collection, data pre-processing, data segmentation, data classification, okay, and feature value extraction. So many techniques are there. And finally, you need to predict the data. That means you need to give the better predictive result in the help of the intelligent systems. So this is the W bands, and here means wireless body area network, wireless body area sensor networks. You can say it consists of the blood pressure sensor network, and your EC sensor, glucometer sensor, accelerometer sensor, and SpO2 sensor, heartbeat sensor, and temperature sensor. So patient health data collected from the Long Beach. Like this is the database, actually online database. And here features, actually 13 features are there, and 1190 samples are there. And so that's why based on this, and you can create by, you can generate the training data set, right? And after getting the training data set, and then you can generate the testing data and as well as the accuracy. And in this case, this is the proposed algorithm, and they used means we have used like one the socket programming, and socket programming, so client and server architecture is there, so you just assigned the data actually. So if you like to work in the socket programming, just search in Google, that is socket.c, socket.java. So finally here, actually in this work, mainly we are measuring the heartbeat sensor based, means heartbeat monitoring and Internet of Medical Things. And these data processed through the fog based network architecture. So that's why in the left hand side, this is the importing the data, importing, and another side is the local analytical system like the server. So that's why input and output. One is the client, another one is the server. Okay. This is some of the result, and in this result we got based on the means your training score, and as well as the cross validation score. And these are the two important parameters. And you know that is a means training score means how the model generalized or fitted in the training data. Clear? And cross validation model is the technique used to assess the machine learning model and test its performance as well as the accuracy. So here, that is we got some results, and based on the training data set and testing model, and here we applied the different kind of machine learning techniques like an MPS and KNN and SBM supported machines and random forest, and finally we are getting the random forest also. And later we also implemented the decision trees and a set of trees, that means create a forest. So that's why random forest we have applied. And after that, and this is the testing model, and here same case we just this is the iterative techniques, and here we generate the testing and CV score, and finally got that is your accuracy of the model, and here you see that is a random forest achieved the better response of the model. So that's why in any work that is from sensor to data analytics, and you need to apply the different kind of algorithm. You need to compare and you need to generate. But one suggestion is that you need to build a large data set, large feature value. If you have large feature value, and then this is difficult to generate, but for getting the better accuracy. And low data set, you are getting the high accuracy. Okay. So in summary point of view, this is this work in proposed IoT-based healthcare monitoring system for heart disease prediction. And here different accuracies are there, and this paper is already available in the IEEE, and you can search and you can go through it. And if you are having some interest in these dimensions, so mainly in this talk we discussed related to the Internet of Things and Internet of Security and IoT layering structure and IoT communication system, and as well as one application part we have discussed. So I think this is the means your first interaction and you are the basic level. So if you have any question, and you can ask.
So this was really a very, informative session. Yes, students, if in case there are any doubts, you may please, unmute yourself and turn on your cameras and just ask up your queries.
Better on the camera actually, and those are in good situation, like a
Yeah.
not road and other.
Yeah, well, camera, turning on the camera is not mandatory, but yes, if in case you have any queries, you can just unmute yourself and ask that.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, you used a term Internet of Security. What is Internet of Security?
First of all, that is a two terms are associated with this one is the Internet of Security means this is not a good term. Internet of Things with security. Things mean this is the objects, and we are acquiring the data from the different kind of objects. Clear? The first thing, you have acquired the data from the objects, and then these data can be processed to the cloud. So in between, several number of gateways are there. So gateways means you see the intermediate process. So that's why before processing the data, you need to apply the superior but proper security algorithm like a encryption and decryption method. So in that case, you can process the secured data using IoT.
All right. Anyone else, if in case you have any questions?
You can you can you can ask freely, no problem. That means it's the interactive session.
All right. I don't think so. There are any more queries.
I
Yes,
think that is
students.
a 5:30 is over, so that's why this is the one of the reason. But no problem if you have any query, and Dr. Neha is there, you can contact, and definitely we'll discuss. Okay, so think first and last we are the learner. So if you have any doubt, you can ask freely, no problem. Nowadays the different media is there, and your coordinator is there. Okay, so it will be better in future if I'll be present in a physical mode. So then it will be better for all of you, and as well as because of that, I will also learn from you people also.
I would, suggest everyone to please turn on your cameras so that we can have a group photograph. Just make that GDSE symbol, guys. Turn on your cameras. Sir, can you please stop presenting the screen? Yeah. All of you, please turn on your cameras and make this GDSE symbol. Yes. Has everybody turned on?
But one thing is camera.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
now my point is the camera is ready, but I'm happy to see that is a viewers there in the screen. So just you can ask me freely that is in any doubt, because of that all of you are having a fresh mind. So that's why we are the learner basically. So if you have any question by any doubt, by any idea, and then you can freely ask me.
Yes, guys, you can come up with your questions. Even if in case
Eh,
you are not, aware about what is IoT, what is security, right? So you can just come up with those basic questions. We do
or
understand, so
or
they
give
are
me
actually first year
no, no,
students.
or give us some idea to me and Dr. Neha is there.
Yeah.
So say something in freely. because of that life is not a smooth smooth. Because of that you need to do something in the innovative. So you are the emerging student, so that's why your career, I hope that you will get the better career, please a better placement like this. Some students are working in the road, this is very good. So
Oh my
Aman Kumar
God.
Singh, okay, tell
Yeah.
me something. It is a good mood actually. Or any question? Nistha, okay,
Hanji Shubham, do you
Shubham.
want to ask something?
Shubham is serious kind of things. Just tell me.
Yeah, he is a
Serious
good
student.
student. I have this Shivam Bhatia. He is class representative of my class
Uh,
and is a good student. Yes, Shivam, do you
uh,
have anything to ask?
Shivam Bhatia.
Yeah.
Smiling face is better. Because of that, we are now discuss. So tell me, because of that, means what about your plan? In the first year, second year, then third year means your placement training and placements. And so that's why, what's your plan? Plan of my one suggestion is that first year onwards, you just first year end, and then you can start the Python, data analytics, Java. That is upcoming age is fully the data analytics. Okay, so that's why at least one coding you need to brush up in a better way. So Python is better, I think. Data acquisition, data
Yeah,
processing,
they have
data.
already done Python, sir. In the previous semester, they did Python,
Now,
and
okay,
this semester, I'm teaching them operating system. And they
wow.
save my name. They save my number with Neha operating system, madam.
Neha operating system, madam. Okay. Now, my means I have taken one subject in the object-oriented programming at IIT Kharagpur. Oh, this is
Mhm.
tremendous hectic in that time. And after that, I changed the subject. Because of that, I am in the fully the network people, and I cracked with CCN and CCNP certified, and so that's why the fully the networking and communication my zone. But object-oriented programming, the tremendous staff subject for me actually, I'm not a good student.
Oh, nahi, nahi, sir.
So that's why, yeah, okay. So that's why no problem. Operating system and computer organizations. So my one suggestion is that okay, Python. All of you are very much comfortable with the Python. So try to do something, a small project, like just one model, one project. So through this project, you need to brush up the coding. Is it clear? So just means take one simple application and then apply. Okay, whatever you are finding, suppose you are playing cricket, you are moving, you are taking tea, your surrounding lots of problems are there, and try to find out the simple problem and implement it through the Python IoT model. No problem. First, data acquisition, how to acquire the data. Next, what is the objective of our work, and next, how to process the data, how to handling the data during the communication, and how to extract the information from cloud to your systems, and how to visualize the data in a better way. So that's why those are very much interested for augmented reality and virtual reality and mixed reality, some visualization related works, and then you can try to do it. My objective is that try to do innovative at least one in a life. Otherwise, you are getting so many marks after COVID. The people are students are much happy. You are getting such good marks, but this is not a good meaning. So I prefer 6.7 point a students because of the knowledge is the first. Engineer means we are not a literature student. So we are reading 24 hours now. Engineer means that is your abstract. I have the total abstract mind. So that's why you need to do something in a innovative. So this is the motivation. First, you need to motivate. Okay, motivate himself, herself, and then automatically you can do it. I know each and everyone having a tremendous power, but we are not utilizing properly.
Yes, Vrinda, you've raised your hand. You can
Yes,
turn on
ma'am.
your camera.
Actually, I just arrived now at the
Okay.
home.
Like
Uh,
she is our student lead of GDSE club, and she's just arrived at
So,
home.
so many clubs are there.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for your invaluable session. Sir, actually, I'm currently in my career
Hey, open
pursuing.
video mode actually. I'm not seeing.
Sorry, sir.
Turn on your camera.
Ma'am, actually, I've just arrived. I'm not on my phone. I'm just way back home.
Acha, acha, okay, okay,
Just
okay. Tell
give
me.
me 5 more minutes. I'll just turn on my camera. Sir, thank you for your session. Sir, currently in my third year studying Bachelor's of Engineering in Computer Science with specialization in AI. So
Yes.
I have my interest in research area, and I just wanted to have your take upon whether should a student like me who have interest in research area should pursue a job first or rather go for MTech and then pursue a job,
You know,
because looking at.
my yes, my personal point is
Yes, sir.
two modes. Number one, suppose after 4 years and then you are getting a good package. So then go 2 years job and then you move to the abroad other good institute for MBA and your other. This is the one option. And another option is that now why you are hurry about only job. So you are completing your BTech means around 22 years. So try to
Yes.
finish, so try to do your masters actually. So masters means you are having a two option in future. One is your PhD. You can so age 22 BTech, 24 means MTech, and nowadays integrated MTech and PhD is there. You can search in even different IITs are there, IIT Patna or IIT Kharagpur, see different labs. So my suggestion is that higher study is better, and nowadays or the upcoming age, many BTech students are there, and job market is not so much as per our requirement, as per our wish. So that's why I try to, as per my personal feel, means I left industry, means Global Teleservice Limited in Bombay. I was in the means Coal India as a system admin. I cracked CCN and CCNP, but finally I back to my pavilion. Because of that, I am very much happy with my dimension. But my suggestion is that I respect industry and as well as academia. So this is my personal observation. The at least finished masters, and then automatically you will get that job. And if you are having some financial issue, and then you can try. But in the BTech level, having a mass pressure there. So up to 25 years, you just try to build your profile. After that, you can go anywhere.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, for your input.
Okay, welcome.
Good evening, sir. Sir, I want a guidance on how can we mix IoT with security.
Just we have discussed, Hans Garg is there, so he asked me same question actually like, people are working that is the internet of things. This is the mother term. So people are saying internet of means security things, internet of farming things. So this is the irrelevant. My point is that internet of things means what? Things means your object, you are extracting the information from the several number of objects. Clear? Number two, how to process the data through the internet layer. Internet layer means packetized based information you are processing from the different sensors to the server or cloud. So that means transmission is there. Your data acquisition is already is there. Data acquisition means data are coming from the different sensors. Clear? This data can be processed as a packetized mode through the third layer of the OSISO structure. Is it clear? Next point is that you just apply different but suitable security encryption and decryption algorithm. That means how to protect the data. So here you can apply means nowadays people are working in the cyber physical system, people are blockchain, and many security mechanisms are there. So basically, you need to protect the loss of the data. Okay. So suppose one term is there that is a two things in the heterogeneous network. That is a suppose wirelessly you are sending the data from client to server. So end of the day, you need to measure the quality of the service. So quality of the service means it consists of the delay and variation of the two consecutive delay. That means your jitter. So delay plus jitter plus packet loss plus throughput plus utilization dot dot dot. So many things. Some of these, this is known as the quality of the service. So when you are sending the data wirelessly, you need to measure the quality of the service, and as well as you need to improve the performance of the quality of the service. This is number one for wireless systems. On the other hand, if you consider the telecommunication and wired structure like a PSTN, public switch telephone network based infrastructure, here you need to measure the class of service and grade of service. Your congestion level is high, traffic is high, so that's why you need to measure the class of service. So that's a two type of things. Clear? And in each and every case, data communication is established. You have already established the data processing stage, and after that you can apply different kind of security and check the performance level. So without security, with security. With security, you can apply the 4 algorithms, and finally you can get the results. That means this is the one kind of protection measure actually. Without protection, that is suppose you are using mobile. Suppose my mobile, this is the original, but this is the back cover. For this is the protection case. So protector is required for any case. Clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Or any?
Hello, sir.
Amit Kumar.
Yes, yes. So actually, I have two questions. First, I'll ask you one question. How does the implementation of blockchain technology enhance the security and transparency of transactions compared to the traditional centralized systems? This is my first question. Am I audible?
Okay. Yes. So actually, point is that the first, suppose this is the source, and this is the destination. Okay. So you are sending the data from source to destination, and this is the case. Your step methodology number 1. Well, first you establish the path. Number 2, then you are transmitting the data. Number 3, then you are applied the security mechanism, traditional mechanism, like a simple encryption and decryption. So end of the day, you see that is just some losses are there. Some losses mean packet loss. When you are using the traditional mechanism, some losses are there. If you find this kind of loss, like a packet loss, that means your call waiting time is also increases. If loss increases, loss is there, that means some error will be occurred. Okay. But with respect to the traditional mechanism, source to destination, in between, you set the 2-3 intermediate device. Means source, this data can generate from the source, and this data processed through the, suppose, 3 intermediate devices towards the server. Each and every right. Each and every intermediate device having one intelligent blockchain mechanism. So what is the purpose of each and every device having their own security mechanism? That means source to intermediate device 1. That means this is already one time secured. Device 1 to device 2, second time secured. Device 3 to server, third time secured. So that's why finally you see sum of all secure device data. So you are getting the better result with respect to the traditional mode. Traditional mode means at the transmitter end you just applied the encryption mechanism, and the receiver end you were just applying the decryption algorithm. In between there is no role for other algorithm. But in the blockchain means each and every device having their own security mechanism.
Sir, there is a consensus mechanism 50-51. And I just want to know if you can explain this consensus mechanism.
Mechanism for what?
Consensus mechanism 50-51 that is used in blockchain technology.
Actually, I am not an expert in the blockchain, so better Dr. Neha and other. But and later in tomorrow you can contact me and I'll discuss with you.
Sure,
but I am not an expert in all dimensions. But
Okay.
thank you very much for your question.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Now I have to leave, or any question, and then I can stay, no problem.
You need to turn on your mic first, Vijay.
Vijay,
Yeah, good evening, sir.
very good evening.
Sir, I have a question that what are the parameters to increase the efficiency of and optimization algorithm?
See, like a one queuing model.
Yes.
You see one queuing model. Suppose steps are there. Stage 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 4. So
Yes.
here you just consider the Poisson distribution. Means state 0 to state 1, call arrives with rate lambda. After getting the packets at stage 1, and then you are giving the mu. Mu means this update rate. So like call arrival and then update. So that's why lambda minus mu by lambda, that means this is the utilization of the systems. So
Okay.
utilization of the system means the load of the systems. This is number one.
Yes.
Number two, finally you are getting the result at your destination end, but there is no optimized solution. Optimized solution means like a blockchain. Optimized solution means here you need to apply. Suppose one algorithm is there having so many iterative stages, more than 100 iterations are there, but you need to skip the loop in your programming structure, and then you need to minimize the number of iterations. If your number of iterations is more, then your computational complexity and computational time will be increased. So in that case, you need to apply different kind of optimization techniques for improving the system performance.
Okay.
And this is dependent fully as per your model. Suppose you have already started, you will started, suppose cellular structure, I don't know, in the wireless communication. People are saying that is a cellular structure, the hexagonal, but I am saying there is no structure in the communication. So mainly it depends on where the number of users are there.
Okay. Yes.
Like this. So ultimately, this is a good question. Because of that, we need to implement like your optimized, secured model, and that can give the better efficient results. Clear?
Yes. Thanks for the solution, sir.
Okay, Neha madam.
Yes, sir. I think all the queries students are.
Any query, my point is there. That is, any query, you just contact me, or as well as Dr. Neha is there. Whatever is possible, I will support you. Because of that, I am personally, Dr. Neha is the professor, I think, but I am the learner, I am a student.
Sir, I am a student too. Thank you,
Even in today morning, I called my PhD supervisor in IIT Kharagpur. So I'm saying, just sir, please call me. That is a one day we can spend in the lab actually. So in the lab and hostel life, I missed actually. So no problem. And
so thank you so much for this wonderful session, and I hope my students and definitely me, I have really gained a lot of knowledge about how this IoT is.
no, but your student
Going
is
up.
very good, because of that they are asking a lot of questions. So I am personally happy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. All right, sir. You can leave now.
Okay, thank you.
All right, students. Thank you for your time. You all can leave for now. Thank you.
Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Ji. Thank you.